We'll call to order the City of Douglasville's public hearing for the special call meeting tonight, Thursday, August the 2nd. And this public hearing is the second hearing on the millage rate. And before I call our Finance Chairman, Councilmember Mark Adams, to go over his agenda item, I'll just do a few protocol issues. I'd like to welcome you to the City of Douglasville's special called City Council meeting for the business to hold a public hearing for the millage rate. At this meeting, we'll discuss this item, and before we start, I'd just like to talk to you just a little bit about our protocol. I'd ask that you would keep your comments, if you're here to speak on the millage rate, to keep your comments and presentations on a professional level, dealing with the facts that are important for this council to make our decisions. We will not accept comments that are considered by the chair to be a public personal attack on any individual or group of individuals. You will receive a warning if you deviate from that. That time will give you your second deviation will result in you being removed from the council chambers. Only one person speaking at a time. Please do not applaud, cheer, or be disruptive in the meeting. And if you have a cell phone or any electronic devices, we ask that you would put those in silent mode or turn those off until the meeting is over so that you will not be disruptive. The committee chairperson will read the agenda item, and then we will go through the agenda item. And there's a maximum time frame of 5 minutes per person and 30 minutes for and against each item, but there's only one item tonight to discuss about the tax millage rate. And we will vote on this item August the 16th. So this is our second public hearing for the millage rate. We had one earlier today at 10 a.m. And now I will ask the Finance Chair, Mr. Mark Adams, to take over your committee.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. We have an item tonight under Finance to discuss and present, and as the Mayor has mentioned, a second public hearing for the proposed 2018-2019 ad valorem tax millage rate for maintenance and operations, and that for also debt service on the city's police and municipal court building. Ms. Karen Callan is going to come forward and present to you on the screen there the information for the coming year. Thank you, Ms. Callan.
My name is Karen Callan. I am Finance Director for the City of Douglasville. The regular meeting is scheduled to start at 6:15. Now we'll have as Madam Mayor said, the second public hearing required by Georgia state law. First, we'll start with an overview of the millage rate process. Each year, we adopt our budget by June 30. We received the official tax digest in July. The tax digest is the total property values in the city. We publish our 5-year history on the website and in the local newspaper. Again, that is required by state law. We conduct our necessary public hearings, and then we adopt our final millage rate. What makes up the tax digest? Real and personal property, timber, mobile homes, motor vehicles, heavy-duty equipment, public utilities, and then exemptions are applied to those. This chart shows our historical digest values. You can see in 2008, when the economy started to decline, our total values of our property declined until 2014. This also resulted in revenue declines for the city. This proposed tax increase, based on an average house of $125,000, each situation is different depending on what your exemptions are, depending on if your assessed value has increased or decreased. But on average, a house valued at $125,000, this would yield a $43.66 increase annually. Monthly, that would be $3.63. Your tax bill includes a M&O millage rate. M&O stands for maintenance and operations. You can see our history. In 2015, our millage rate was 7.338. Our proposed millage rate in 2018 is 7.211. It is a slight increase from 2017, but still a decrease from 2015. Your bond millage rate, we are not required to publish this in the paper by state law because this went through a referendum. The voters voted that it's okay for us to charge a bond millage to your tax bill. That bond millage has decreased this year. It is 1.24 is the proposed millage rate. Your total millage rate proposed is 8.451. Again, it's slightly higher from 2017, but still lower than 2015. This is your 5-year history that we have published in the newspaper, required by state law as well. Our next net taxes levied, maintenance and operations, is $9.8 million, 51,637. Proposed millage rate 7.211. For our fiscal year 19 adopted budget, some items that we have included, redevelopment is a major initiative from the mayor and council in this year's budget. We have Old Mill site cleanup on Bankhead Highway and redevelopment, the North Side redevelopment and study on the North Side, Town Green project in the city, downtown Douglasville, and just overall beautification cleanup. Some organizational changes, we have code compliance, community development, and a salary and market study for the city employees. And public safety is also a strong initiative in this budget, fiscal year 19. We are proposing to increase police department starting salaries to be competitive so we can retain police officers. In summary, we are enhancing our organizational operations of the city, public safety operations throughout the city. We are using our SPLOST funds, but as we build infrastructure with SPLOST funds, we still have to maintain those buildings, pay utilities. That has to come out of our maintenance and operations budget, not our SPLOST budget. And we also maintain the ability to keep up with the cost of services for the citizens. As you saw from 2008, our property values have declined. They are turning around, but the cost of services did not decline during that period. In closing, as Madam Mayor and the Finance Chair mentioned, this is our second of our 3 required public hearings. The third public hearing will be August 16th at 5:30, and the final adoption of the millage rate will be August 16th at 6 o'clock. And at this time, we'll be happy to have questions and comments on the millage rate.
Thank you, Ms. Callan. Appreciate that presentation. Any questions or comments? Yes, Madam Mayor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, our Finance Director, Ms. Callan. I just wanted to make a couple of comments to, first of all, compliment the staff for the city and all these employees for continuing even through 2008 through 2014 when finances went down, that we were able to not cut any services. We continue to provide services to the citizens of Douglasville, and also for making this recommendation that would, of course, raise the millage rate but still have it be lower in 2018 than it was in 2015. And to the citizens, I know I did receive one email from someone who was disenchanted about us with the millage rate, but as I explained to her, after the city acquired the old jail, the old mill, that we needed to do something with the old mill, and so we needed those resources to do that. And of course, public safety is something that's always on people's minds. We do an excellent job with our public safety. The world is changing, as we see in the paper. We are experiencing urban sprawl. We're only 23 miles west of Atlanta, so because of the region is changing and the city's changing, we need to really secure our police officers and pay them. State troopers received more money from the governor and receiving monies from all over in the region, so we have to be competitive so that we will retain, first of all, recruit good officers and then retain them. So those are the only comments I wanted to make, but more importantly, to thank the city employees for continuing to provide services even in the downturn. So thank you so much, Mr. Chairman, for allowing me to make those comments.
Thank you for your comments, Madam Mayor.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Seeing none, then I will close the public hearing, and as Ms. Callan has stated, we'll have another public hearing on the 16th, I believe at 5:30. Is that correct? Was there some? And that would be the end of our presentation. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now, before I adjourn the meeting, I wanted to recognize some elected officials that we have with us this evening. And I'm not certain if you all wanted to speak at the next meeting at 6:15 or if you just wanted to greet us now, but we are so blessed and to have our State Senator Donzella James in the audience, the other elected official, our State Representative Micah Gravely, and the school board member Jeff Morris. So thank you. Please stand up as I say your name again, or just wave your hand. State Senator Donzella James. Good to have you. House of Representative Micah Gravely, stand back there. Thank you. And School Board Member Jeff Morris. Where's Mr. Morris? Is he here? There you go. Thanks, Jeff. Thank you. Did you all want to have anything to say? Our next meeting starts at 6:15, so we have time if you wanted to greet us or you just wanted to wait until you're here for the next meeting. Okay. Thank you. Well, so if there isn't, we don't have any other comments about the millage rate, and I make that announcement for our elected officials, then this meeting is adjourned until 6:15.